Okay, so you have been working on this brand for so long, for so many years. You put a lot of sweat and tears into it. Now, the big question you should be asking is, should you trademark it? Well, I'm here to answer this question for you today. A brand is essentially like giving birth to a baby. So if you're not a mother, you haven't experienced that birth giving process. Well, here's your chance. You're giving a birth to this new baby. It has to have a birth certificate. That is what the trademark is. So that way that it doesn't get confused with any other baby. Here are some whys you should do it. As I explained, it's a baby. You have a baby, you have to give it a birth certificate. Second reason, you want to protect that baby. You want to make sure that no one can ever steal your baby mistakenly and take that baby away from you. You want to ensure that you're protected, because if that baby doesn't have its birth certificate, anyone can just say, oh, this is so-and-so, and it's mine. You don't want that to happen. You want to give it that protection and that true, unique identity. Same way that there can be so many Jennifers in the whole world, right? But there's only one Jennifer that looks exactly a certain way, that had a slight cheekbones, dark hair, etc., right? We all have our each unique identity features. That is why Jennifer Lopez, she is her own brand. There's no other Jennifer Lopez as a musician that can try and go and take over her as a brand legally. Same as L'Oreal. It's a beauty brand that no one can just so forth come up with another beauty brand called L'Oreal and try to run business. No, that's what the trademark does. It gives it its true identity, so someone can distinguish between a L'Oreal that's a beauty brand and a L'Oreal that's a music brand. Those will be two different things. And the last reasons why you want to do this is it legally makes it authentic. It shows that you're serious about this. You don't want no one else stealing this, and you have been putting the effort and ideas moving forward to creating this masterpiece that you have been working so hard for all along these years. Now, there are some negative sides to it. This is what the trademark doesn't do. So if someone was to come up with a website, for example, that reads L'Oreal.com, and L'Oreal did not have a website that's L'Oreal.com, anyone can register that trademark and L'Oreal cannot do anything about it. It doesn't protect anyone from registering if it's not you with that name, or even if it's trademark, it does not protect you from anyone else registering that. And it doesn't prevent anyone from registering that same name in another class. So just like the previous example that I mentioned, where you have L'Oreal as a beauty brand versus if I'm a rap artist and my name is L'Oreal and I want to register that mark for doing music production services or whatever the case is, that is not beauty, I will be allowed to do that because it's considered not in the same class, so there won't be any confusion. Because when people come to me as L'Oreal the artist, they're not going to be expecting beauty products. It's the same way that when someone goes to L'Oreal the beauty brand, they're not going to be going there trying to get some music. It's two different separate classes, and that's what a class is considered. It also does not prevent anyone from registering that brand as a corporation, whether that's an LLC, S Corp, C Corp, whatever the case is. I can come up with another LLC. If L'Oreal hasn't registered like L'Oreal LLC, I can do that and register that same brand as a music company or whatever the case is, as an LLC. It doesn't matter what the services I provide, but the states will allow you to register as long as there's not a name that's already registered with that name. Now, you don't want to do that. If you can't get the trademark registered properly, you don't want to move forth and register an LLC with another mark, because eventually it might come down to some legal issues. That's something that you should discuss properly with an attorney, but however, it's not a good idea to do that. Legally, someone can register the LLC with the name that you have trademarked, but it's just not a good idea for someone to do that. Now, if you are interested in actually going through the trademark process, just shoot me an email. I will place my email down in the description below. I will be working on a video going step by step on how to trademark your brand. And that really is for music and clothing, because those are the two different trademark classes which I am very familiar with. I can show you the process of doing that so that you don't have to pay an attorney thousands and tens of thousands of dollars where something that only costs from a couple $100s to like $400 now to register your mark. So please drop a comment if you can. Let me know your thoughts. If you have questions, please drop them down in the comments below. And you can also, again, shoot me an email if you are interested in registering your mark. And I'm going to be working on a video where I detail the process and show you step by step on what you need to do in order for you to trademark your brand and not have to go pay so much money for it. Again, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Until next time.